what we're doing works.
Yeah, and I feel fine with that. Like, I feel like someone pulls out a knife on me, this is like my bread and butter.
If he's holding it, like you're really high, I guess, even now I don't really feel comfortable with it, word shot. Even if I don't think you're skilled for, fighter, skilled is a good word, or you're going to come running in, my kid, and then you kind of just go into that again. But I have to deal with your knife too close. So kicking is kind of weird, right? Boom! Kicking out his hand. So this is the only thing that works. But there's no guarantee even on this, right? But you have a bad day. Maybe you already cut your hand. Or you cut me, and now I'm going to try to grab and like blood all over. Oh, I'm not grabbing and getting it.
When you're actually in a fight, all your friends can run up and
So you're stabbing me from here, I'm padding, or maybe I go like this. Oh, crap. Okay, still okay. You're padding. And maybe I can get you're going to get it, bro. I think you can run shot, maybe. It's still there. This is such a good thing. Look at your eyeball. I'm in good shape. But you're absolutely right. If I get this, whack, make it dry. I go, I gotta try. Yeah, bam! Then I'm down. So, yeah. I'm still not gonna come in with whack on that.
probably just be in and out, just probably either try to run out or something.
Yeah, or get to your back or something. And then, keep it back or knock it down. But yeah, it's just so still too dangerous when we go, pow, whack, whack, boom, boom, boom. And do all this, or you still have that blade. Because you just got to eat that blade. If I get your eye, bam, or this, then yeah, I'm gonna try to get out or equalize it or something. If I can't, we're in the elevator. Typically my elevator response is going to be this. But if I don't, so there's a pad is there, okay, then I'm still going to suppress it. Okay. Now here, if you would back up where you are, or I'm sorry, pop, pop, okay, I'm still going to try to just suppress it. Bam. And this is from Kali, perhaps of Ceylon. This actually can work in your own state. You take, do this. Bam! Maybe trying to get it out of your hand. Let's see. Maybe you can break that. We're going to go to the ground. And I just want you to get this out of my hand. So just like that. Yeah, you can do a double hand. Yeah. Go to the ground. For the rest of this night.
I'm trying to just get it more into you.
Good. But you see how that sucks?
Yeah, that's risky.
And I wasn't really getting a lot of aggressive. Kind of trying to give you a chance to get aggressive. If I'm a piece of Pete, go nuts. But let's just say we're back on the ground. Okay. And here we are. And we're just kind of getting on my hands. Okay? Let's go again. Here. Whatever you want to do.
Good.
But whatever you try, the rest is in there. You might get lucky. You might get a whole lot. It's just too risky. Alright? So you got, I'm on the ground. You feel like you're kicking in that head. Try to, let's say we're in an elevator. You threw me on the ground, but you messed up, you crushed my head down. Bam, you got it here. Okay? You said it, but you don't have a good one. And I got away because I'm so crazy. Now what could you do? Let's see. See, right now you should really try to avoid the wrestling. You know we're wrestling. So go back up. Can you smash your knee on me? On my face or body? You break my rib and here, bam, ah! That's a total rib breaker. Bam, man! And two hands open. So can you, that's the one that can you get, boom. Good. Now can you step on the blade? Can you go back up? Step on, yeah. And can you crash or can you stomp my face? Yeah. There we go. Okay. That's much better than trying to wrestle with this.
Yeah, as long as it's nice.
Yeah, try to avoid wrestling it. If you can. Okay. You might not be, so you may just have to try to wrestle. That's your last strategy.
Now, when I'm on the ground like that, and let's say I don't have a hold, and I have to rely on keeping upside. How? I don't know too much. I know that you have to have an uninterrupted attack, right? Or it's needed keeping upside. Otherwise, it's just like.
Let's talk a little bit. You can cut off. Good. I'm glad you brought that up. There's more misunderstanding about chemo than anything else.
Yeah,
Other than my fighting is.
That was one of the things I was going to ask.
If somebody thinks they don't have to study the ground and to rely on fighting, it's true. Okay? Because there's only one lethal place I know. You hear the stuff like 170 places to bite somebody. There's only one really that's lethal, and that's in the world. And that's not those are the things. You can read in Richard Roman's barbarians. And shoot right in. That can kill somebody. But other things is fighting here, painful. The really most painful things would be nipple, finger. But here, stuff like that, up like neck, right down here. This is not. It's not that painful. It's not enough for me to not. He was just relying on that to make me get up. Yeah, it won't never work. But having said that, a lot of JKD people don't understand the importance of the ground. They never read Bruce Lee. There's one famous JKD instructor. He never worked in Afghanistan, but he was a sure. And he says, like, I don't have any interest in the ground because it's all stand-up. He says, I'm no other anything in the ground. Well, but Bruce Lee identified the ground as the fourth range of combat. Bruce Lee, when he died, he'd already put in 33 grappling moves in JKD. Yeah, he had 33 submissions.
Now, are those in the tower? Or was that after?
There's a few, but no, he had some nice on it. Larry Hartzell, he's alive.
Yeah.
He was teaching us. They're kind of grappling, kind of submissions, but Bruce Lee understood. I'm still looking at the dragon here.
Oh, cool.
But if you remember it all, he's fighting in Sammo Hung.
That's the first scene, right?
Yeah. What does Bruce Lee do? Just on the ground, and Bruce Lee comes up and puts him in an armbar. So that was like the precursor to the UFC. So Bruce was very fascinated about running, like he felt like he should. done as a YouTube.
Yeah.
Those are really worth watching because it's one of the rare times that he's just found and keeps script. He didn't actually write the script, but he wrote the script and stuff on it. In fact, the very first episode is called Cheap to Go.
Oh.
So his agreement was that he'd come back from Hollywood, from Hong Kong, and he wanted to have his thing, which is really unusual because Louis Bragan only has a little bit of his philosophy, but it's just bluff, Chinese connections, bluff. But this is really Bruce Lee's Cheap to Go. And there's a scene in there where he's walking down Mount Street.
Oh, with the head.
Yeah, he tells him, fight. You have no other thing, fight. And Bruce says, if you make a strategy about it, see what did your teeth knocked out. God, that's so true. So this is the way fighting works. The two guys are equal or within reasonable skill of each other. It will work then. But if you're going against a black